my perspective, I've been in there with Devin before. You know what I'm saying? And I know boxing. I've been in boxing for 30, 31 years. I just felt like Ryan was gonna catch him. I thought he was gonna catch him, but I didn't think I thought he was gonna buzz him, but I didn't think he was gonna knock him down like that. And it happened, man. But I was trying to tell my homie, they was trying to bet, like, don't bet, like, don't do that. I mean, I saved a lot of people some money because I know boxing, like, but I didn't see the 3 knockdowns coming. I really didn't. I thought that Ryan Garcia will eventually catch him and throw his game plan off, but I didn't think that he would, you know, do that to him. And then, like, at the end of the card, I said, y'all, it could be a draw. I could see where the judges was going at with the draw because a lot of those rounds, Devin was winning. You know what I mean? And was it a draw? No. Did Ryan Garcia win? Yeah. In my perspective, but everybody got their different perspectives on, what's real. You know what I mean? But man, I felt so bad for the kid because I was 25 when I took my first loss. I was 30-0 when I took my first loss. You know what I mean? And he was 31-0, but it's something about that 30, man. It's that 30. It's something about it. You know what I mean? I remember talking with him when he was getting ready for JoJo Diaz, like, if it ever was to come, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? And he kind of brushed it off like we don't think about it. I get it, but this boxing is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm just happy that I was a little sad that he took that kind of a beating though for a 25-year-old. I feel like they could have kind of stopped it, like in the 10th and that. But like I said, that's my perspective. If that was my fighter or my son, I'm not letting him go back out there because I've been hit on the chin before on national TV. I know how that shit feel, how embarrassing that shit is. You feel me? So. Damn, man, I just feel so bad for Devin and his team because I know them. They real good people. And I've seen how they work. But don't be fooled by these antics that Ryan Garcia. Like I was telling people, I say, man, that man is not. You think the New York Athletic Commission going to let him pass the drug test or let him? Because New York, I fought New York on the Errol Spence Peterson card. I fought in New York on Lamont Fort Agnes Santana. They commission is strict. They make you take fingerprints. They testing everything. So I just think that he wasn't lunching. I just think that he just took a chance and sold out and he cashed out. Because if he'd have lost, that'd have been the most embarrassing shit ever. People would have been drinking beer like, don't do this before the fight. Don't do this, like all the stuff that the antics that he was pulling to sell the fight, but it could have backfired on him. You know what I mean? But it didn't. He took a chance, he took a risk, and that's kahunas. That's real big balls to be able to say things and do things at 25 years old on that stage and don't give a fuck about what the next person thinks. I mean, that's gangster to me. I'm not a Ryan Garcia fan. I never will be. And I got nothing against him. I never will be, but I'm just not a fan of Ryan Garcia. But big props to him and his squad. They did a hell of a job. So I know what it's like to go in there and sacrifice your life for 12 rounds. It's 6 weeks, 12 weeks of training camp for what was it, 45-minute event. That's deep. I mean, so I definitely want to give props to him for making that effort and victory. But ain't nobody fucking with Tank, man. I don't want to hear none of that stuff they talk about, man. I knew where you were getting to, man. Ain't nobody fucking with Tank, man. You know what I'm saying? I say, you can say what you can say. I'm hating. You can say I'm dick riding or whatever. But I've been riding the shoulder since he was 7 years old. And I said it every time I saw him in those arenas. When you get your shit in order, the world ain't gonna be ready for you. But he exposing everything that I thought about Shawty is happening. No.
So
Brian and Boot, do not put that up there, please.
So I
No.
seen your comment, bro. I was laughing. You said that you don't want to see the murder
I
show.
don't want to see a murder thing, bruh. Come on, bruh. You really think that little Danny Maruso from Karate Kid left hook shit gonna work on Boots, Ennis, bruh? Really? Come on, man. Get out of here. That man is different.
You think Michael Benson's capping on that?
Yeah. And I think they would never get in the ring with no fucking Boots. They would never get in the ring with Boots. It would never happen. I'm sorry, they can say what they want, but I know they more intelligent than people think they are. They're not stupid. They're not getting in the ring with no Boots. It's not happening. I don't see it happening. It won't happen. But I just, like I said, man, I'm if you want to protect that boy career at 25 years old, leave him, get him away from Boots. I get that you're trying to change the dynamics of boxing and these young fighters fight. I get it. If you want to put your psyche on the line, your health on the line, fucking with Boots, that's on you. But I'm telling you, don't mess with that man, Slim. Don't do it.
Well, Ant, right? So check it. Coming into this fight, obviously Ryan, he didn't make the weight. He's not the champion. He went over 3 pounds. Do you feel like some people in the media, some fans are saying that advantage point was a big factor in your eyes? That 3 pounds, is it really a factor?
Absolutely. 3 ounces is a fucking big deal, bruh. Pounds, that's why we got weight class. And I'm not saying that's the reason why he lost, but that was one of the reasons why Shorty probably couldn't take his shot or probably couldn't hurt him the way he wanted to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? But I know for sure that weight is the issue. If you go back to when Chico fought Corral, when he fought Castillo, the first time, of course, I feel like the fight was beaten out of him that first fight, but he come back the next fight coming at 138 pounds, thinking that 3 pounds ain't nothing. That pounds is everything because the 3 pounds is allowing you to sweat and shrink down and do the things that you do to you know what I'm saying, make you not as strong, not as athletic, not as, you know what I'm saying, up as you will be. Those 3 pounds, not fuck the pounds. We talking about ounces now. Ounces down to the ounces. It counts. I've done this 43 times. Well, actually, 49 times. Because it was fights I got ready to strip down and weight and didn't fight. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I know exactly what it feel like to strip yourself from everything, your nutrients, your body, from everything. You start you don't even recognize yourself no more when you look down at yourself and look at your body parts like, damn, I didn't even know that was dead because you're stripping so much of yourself. And I just feel like Shorty didn't have to do that. And I really believe that was so unprofessional for him to come in like that. Because I can say this because I've never lost. That was one thing, and I gotta give a shout out to Barry Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Even though we went through what we was going through, I gotta give him props because he always instilled that in us. You never lose to a motherfucker that don't punch back. That ain't happening. You ain't never losing to nobody that don't punch back. Ever. So losing to the scale is the most undisciplined and the most non-athletic, non-disciplined thing I've seen, you know what I mean, in boxing. So you need to get that in order. That's for sure. 3 pounds. I'm one. I might can, two. You're through. But three, that's clown stage right there. You have no effort. You had no. Of course, he had on his clothes. He had that bottle was probably like 16 ounces. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But he probably knew he couldn't. He probably was probably like 140.8, 141.2 or something like that. He probably couldn't have made the weight, but probably psychologically, I need this victory more than this belt. This victory is way more important than that belt. You know what I mean? And that's when Floyd fought Marquez. He was over 2 pounds. He gave up 600,000 for them pounds. Because Mayweather understand. Look, I don't need no belt or no 600,000 to make me who I am. I'm not about to strip no 2 pounds down. I'm not doing that because he know how important that is. Because when you weigh in, that clock starts. As soon as that weigh-in starts, you got a clock, and it's ticking. It ain't stopping for you, Ray Leonard, Roy Jones, Muhammad Ali. It ain't stopping for nobody. They have a clock from the time you weigh in, from the time you about to get into that event, whether if it's 10 p.m. at night, 9 p.m. at night, or whatever. You got a clock to get your nutrients back, all of your faculties in order again, all your senses attached to each other. A lot of people don't know how to don't have the resources and the technology to put that stuff back in. A la East Coast fighters. East Coast fighters never do that well. The East Coast fighters don't have the technology to even do the stuff that West Coast fighters do. I watched Devin Haney when he fought Jojo Diaz. The technology that they had, the computers that they had, all the stuff, the gadgets and shit that they had hooked up to this man. You're not fighting him. You fighting the whole team, bro. So that's where a lot of people get it twisted at, where the nutrients and cutting weight and putting weight back on after the fight is very important, very important. And I think that Ryan Garcia and them skipped that part, and it showed. He had a lot of energy. He was fresh. He just looked like the bigger guy. He just looked,